GregTech New Horizons has truly been one of the mod packs of all time. It is extremely difficult, requiring over 4,000 hours, if not more, to complete. In my last GTNH video, I explored the history of the Stargate, the game's final goal. I explained the exact process that leads to completing GregTech New Horizons. The first Stargate was obtained in 2021, by the GregTech team, with a final time of 4,674 hours. Then, the developers made it harder, by adding even more items to the Stargate. Then, one of the main developers, had a personal goal, to make GTNH as hard as possible. That is when the 2.2 update for GTNH released. A few months ago, one player, GregCloud, had the idea to conquer the harder, and more difficult Stargate, and he completed it on November 19, 2022, with a final time of 5,515 hours. However, the GTNH developers had one more idea in mind. They wanted to update to 2.3. The 2.3 update made the Stargate much harder. You need a material called Universum to get the Stargate, and you need tons of it. How do you get Universum, though? Through the Eye of Harmony. This machine uses space-time bullshit to craft this material, to complete the Stargate. You now need 256 of these, and these machines need to run for 40 days to get enough Universum. But getting those machines would take multiple months, as their recipe is incredibly difficult. Why? The developers of GTNH also added a real-life component to the game. Your PC must stay up for at least 6 days in a row to run the recipe just once. Goodbye, electric bill. However, you can cut the time if you just dump 1 quillion energy units into it. However, a few months later, the GTNH developers had a second idea. They actually wanted to make the Stargate easier, as at this point, it would take over 30,000 hours, so the Stargate was made substantially easier. Which is how in July 2023, GregCloud completed the latest version of the Stargate with a total time of 7,390 hours. But this is not where the insanity of GTNH ends. People have been trying to do multi-gate challenges. In the GTNH Discord, there are special prizes for getting a Stargate, then deleting the entire save file, and then doing it all again. This is called Gatefinity. There is also GTNH God, which implies getting 3 Stargates in 3 different worlds. The multiplayer rules say that, if you are on a server, each additional group of 3 players must craft 1 extra gate, and if you somehow waste 5,000 hours of your life to make a gate, your prize is your name getting colored blue on a Discord server. For example, 33 people have beaten GregTech New Horizons once. There have only been 2 people, Sinken and that have beaten GregTech New Horizons twice, and only has beaten the horizontal game 3 times. A truly impossible test of waiting. Waiting for so long has some effects on your mental sanity. Most players of GregTech New Horizons like to spam comments against my channel on their Discord server. It's normal to hate someone when you just spent the past 1.5 years of your life looking at the same Minecraft world, doing something useless for you and for society. Famous YouTuber I go by lots of names has also obtained a Stargate. His own time for completing the challenge is about 2.5 trillion years. He used the superpowers of creative mode to obtain the Stargate. The road to the Stargate is really long, infinitely long. Let's see what famous GregTech player GregCloud has to say after obtaining 5 Stargates in the same world.
As I place down the final ring block, excitement surges through my body. I find it a strange sensation since I haven't felt any worms in months. The weight consumed me wholly, at 32 hours per day of GregTech. I was already pushing far beyond the limits of time. I did not dare risk losing concentration. As the Stargate is finally completed, I can feel every one of the thousands of hours that have passed to bring me here. I can feel every tick, every piece of clay, every recipe. I find that after all this time I have become one with it. I am the son of the weight. My prize is to stand among the gods. I am the right hand of Kronos. At these New Horizons my mission is to promote the waste of time. I must spread waiting.
Thank you for watching. and see you in the next installment of GregTech. But first of all, I will give a shout out to GD Cloud and Threefold for the footage I used in the background.